It is the end of the week, and so it's time to take out the trash. Okay, so garbage people of the week time. I forgot this time to ask Brett who is gonna go first, so I'm gonna go first. You know what? I think that that's probably how Skip is thinking about this. So my garbage person, look, there's a lot, and there's a very good case to be made that Donald Trump should be the garbage person for his comments about our vets, but we already talked about that. So I'm gonna bring up a new one. It is a person who should have been in here basically every week for the past few months, and that is Marjorie Taylor Greene, if you can see. But why? That's why, because she posted that image on her Facebook account. And that image of her posing with a gun against 3 congresswomen is bad enough. The idea that she's their worst nightmare because she has a rifle is made worse by the caption. So here's what she wrote next to that. Hate America leftists want to take this country down. Politicians have failed this country. I'm tired of seeing weak establishment Republicans play defense. Our country is on the line. America needs fighters who speak the truth. We need strong conservative Christians to go on the offense against these socialists who want to rip our country apart. America must take our country back, save America, stop socialism, defeat the Democrats. And it says at the bottom, Marjorie, see less, but it doesn't work because I kept clicking it and she still wouldn't go away. So there, I'm gonna put her in the trash while we continue. Definitely belongs there for the implied threat of violence, not necessarily from her, but implying that good Christians need to go on the offense against her. I also love that they have had the presidency, they have the Senate, they have the Supreme Court, but it will never be enough. They still always need to take their country back, even though they have virtually all of the power of it. Isn't that weird how that works out? But yeah, her posing next to these 3 congresswomen and implying that they've stolen America and we need to take the offense against them in a time when Trump supporters are already committing acts of violence in cities around the country. That's just about as irresponsible a thing as I can imagine for someone who wants to be their colleague in the House and very likely will in just a few months.
She's a militant. She's an armed militant extremist.
Yeah.
Fact. You can't do that. Like, I get it. It looks stupid. It looks like a porno cover. Like, it looks dumb. She sucks. She's a crazy QAnon conspiracy theorist who gets her, she's gonna make laws, but right now she gets most of her legal advice from memes.
Yep.
Right? Like, oh God, like there will be no serifs on the bills she gives in. I wonder if they're gonna change the format necessary to just be like, you have to have 5G somewhere in the bill. Is that who the next round of extremist militant Trump supporters are? We have to beat Trump. We have to run up the score. We have to run them out of town at the ballot box.
100%.
Vote early. Vote
early.
Vote as much as you can, as effectively as you can. Not as much as you can, but as many of you need to vote as possible, and you need to vote effectively.
Yeah, and look, I also want to give a little bit more information because we haven't talked about her all that much on the show. But lurking behind and implying to me the even more than just the imagery, the threat of violence. In June, Politico uncovered hours of video in which Greene expressed racist, Islamophobic, and anti-Semitic views, including one video in which she said that Muslims do not belong in government, that's just putting it out there. Notably, if you don't know, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib are both Muslim. Greene said that the 2018 midterms, in which a diverse set of candidates won elections, was part of an Islamic invasion of our government. She also said anyone that is a Muslim that believes in Sharia law does not belong in government. And she has promoted the fringe QAnon conspiracy theory multiple times, including once calling Q, who's totally an individual, the so-called leader of the movement, a patriot. So in 2018, those congresswomen that she put up there invaded our government. It's an Islamic invasion of our government. And they're not legitimate. They don't belong there. So now conservatives need to take the offense against them. And oh, whoops, I'm holding an AR-15. Isn't it weird how that works out?
I love the concept of a crazy invasion. You would say it's illegal, it's a hostile invasion. And the way that she wants to get a similar job is also to be voted in. Like, how do you invade? You asked people and they said, yeah, you.
Yeah, can't believe that multiple QAnon supporters are gonna be voting on laws and calling witnesses, and they're gonna have time to ask questions of people who come before our government. Marjorie Taylor Greene is gonna be asking about lizard people and stuff like that.
They're gonna get in there, John, and when they get in there, they're probably gonna have access to some stuff that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Q does not exist and everything they're saying is absolute horse hockey. Do you think they'll have a time when they? Do you think there'll be a time when they're like, never mind? Because there's a difference between them and Trump. Like Trump is not a true believer. Trump takes advantage of true believers, and I think that there's going to be some of these QAnon folk who just like believe that this is absolutely true, right?
I don't know. We'll see. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.